Would Rodman be as effective in this era as he was back in the 90s?
What? Dennis Rodman? So early on, Dennis Rodman, with no hand check and with hand check, had the agility to move with any point guard in the 90s. I'm talking Isaiah, I'm talking Dumars, I'm talking your favorite guard, I'm talking Mark Price, John Stockton.
Oh, man.
He could slide left to right laterally with anybody.
Anybody.
He was 6'9" and had the movement of a point guard. So defensively, he didn't give a fuck about a switch. And he long, and guess what at the end? He was physical at the end of whatever he did. So if it was a rebound, it was a post out, he would go get the rebound. If he had to contest, he would contest. He played like a Draymond, but more in control, and he wasn't as dirty, I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm saying? But he had tactics where he wouldn't use his elbow, he'd use his body. You know, he would run into you and take the rebound. He would outwork you. Warren was like, could he play? Not only could he play in this league, but he would have been in problem because you had to be physical. You had to initiate physical contact with him to keep him off the boards. And guess what? He'll throw your motherfucking ass. So if you didn't have no strength, if you didn't have something where he respected, man, Warren was a whole problem. He had 49 rebounds in the game, bro.
That was the record, 49? Yeah, it'd have probably been more than that with the way
Will got the record, but bro was 6'9", getting 49 rebounds. You hear what I'm saying? That's an engine.
That's 6'7",
Man, that's an engine, bro. That's an engine. That's an engine. And niggas didn't want to play against him either. Dennis Rodman was not only one of the best defenders, but he was one of the most feared.
And you got to think about now, in today's game, all those long threes, those long rebounds, man, he'd have been chasing all that down. Man, I think he'd probably set the record. He probably caught Wilt.
Man, Worm was crazy, bro.
I love Worm, and he's one of the greatest. I respect Worm, but Worm would be unplayable today. Because for the simple fact, you know, he thrived on his physicality on defense. He thrived on his hustle and his ability to ignite the crowd. But with the shooting today at that position, with the versatility at that position, you know, there's not, every power forward in the league can shoot a three now. Now, would he have made the adjustment? I don't know. Maybe he would have. But like based on how he played his style to where the game is today, you practically be playing 4-on-1 on offense because the defense is so tough to play now. If you have Rodman on the court, he's going to be the help guy. You're going to use his man to be like, all right, we're going to help out on KD. We're going to help out on Bron. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the inability to shoot at the 4 or the 5 now, it's almost those players. You don't even see those players in today's game. You know, I love his hustle, his rebounding and all that, but name me one player today, and the last one was Ben Wallace, to emulate that style of play that couldn't shoot a jumper today.
So I'm just going off of what I see. Kevon Looney. What's the Vanderbilt kid's name from the Lakers?
Jared Vanderbilt.
These are two players that do everything Worm did, stayed in the dunker, didn't have a jump shot, maybe can hit a corner three. Worm hit a three every now and then just to let y'all know he can shoot. I'm talking about his impact on defense and his impact on offensive rebounding and then rebounding.
Well, yo, I know.
Kevon Looney, hold on. Kevon, am I saying this name right? Looney?
Kevon Looney, yes, sir.
Kevon Looney is a stopper. He is in no, and then the kid that comes off the bench for him from Indiana, he's a better version, younger version of Kevon Looney. If you're big in that system, you pick and you roll. You don't even, and then when Draymond gets in the middle, you look for the lob. They've been doing this since Bogut. They've been doing this since the big head nigga, what's Pachulia? They've been doing this since JaVale. This is how they do when you're big in that system. So if you're telling me Rodman can come and do what Draymond do, initiate offense, he can dribble, initiate, dive to the basket, be in the dunker. Most importantly, get the fucking rebound and then lock down your best defender or slow down the post presence. Hell yeah, he can play in this P.
Well, there's no post up no more.
No, ain't no post. Who don't post up?
Well, it's not a lot of post up players in the league.
What I'm saying is that presence in which Draymond plays, Dennis Rodman can do those same things.
Rodman will have to emulate more of a Draymond style to where he's initiating. He can do a dribble handoffs and make good passes. He would have to do more than just rebound and defense. And I believe he would have made the adjustment because he would have saw he's one of the highest IQ players this game has ever seen. So
I don't know if today's time could take a player like Dennis Rodman.
That's what I'm saying.
Dennis Rodman smoked cigars. Dennis Rodman Had open threesomes, foursomes, orgy parties. This is how he lives. He ride motorcycles to the. You ain't never seen a player come to the game in a fucking motorcycle, have you?
He married
have
himself.
You hear what I'm saying? He might come. He might have blonde hair. He dresses up in dresses and shit. He was just different. But when he came and did his job, he was there to do his job, and he did his job at a high rate. He got 40, 50, 30, 20 rebounds in an aggressive, very physical league during the 90s and the early 2000s. I cannot think that in a less physical league like we have today that he wouldn't thrive in today. He actually wanted to rebound. His level of rebounding was like a Moses Malone. Bro, he wasn't rebounding under the basket. He was rebounding past the dunker, out past the charge spot, getting rebounds at the free throw line. He will outwork 80% of these months today, bro. That's another thing. His engine. Bro, you gotta have an engine to guard this nigga. Bro, we played these motherfuckers. He played 43 minutes, dog. I think he ended up getting kicked out because he kicked the cameraman and shit. I go in the back, Joe. I'm tired as shit. Man, Lord on the motherfucking treadmill and combat boots up to his goddamn knees, running on a 15 incline at a 15, 17, like talking to me. Yeah, big fella got big fella tomorrow in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what he's doing with it. Damn, what you doing? Just working out, you know what I'm saying? After games, he talking to me while he's running. I'm like,